Let's tackle the scale question. The distance from your home to a store is 2 kilometers. The scale distance is 10 centimeters. The distance from your home to a library is 3 kilometers. What is the scale distance to the library? The first thing that you would do is you would write out your two distances. So from home to the store. The second distance is from home to the library. The next step is we're going to be creating an equation based on what the question gives us. The question gives us the distance from the home to the store, and that's 2 kilometers. And the scale distance is 10 centimeters, so 2 kilometers is really equal to 10 centimeters. Then it tells us that the distance from home to a library is 3 kilometers. But it doesn't tell us what the scale distance is to the library, and that's what we're trying to solve. So we're going to use the letter x as the variable of what we are trying to solve. Now this here is the equation that's created just by using the values given in the question. The next thing that you can do is you can cross out your kilometers because they are the same. And then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be cross multiplying. You're going to cross multiply, and you're going to multiply 2 times x, and then you're going to multiply 3 by 10 centimeters. It's going to look like this. So 2 times x is equal to 2x. And that will equal 3 times 10 centimeters. So then you'll get 2x is equal to 30 centimeters. Now you want x by itself because you're trying to solve for x. So you need to think, what do I need to do to this side of the equation to get x by itself? Well, to get rid of that 2, you could divide by 2. And what you do to one side of the equation, you need to do to the other side of the equation. And now you can cross out your 2's. And then you're left with x equals 30 centimeters over 2. Once you plug that into your calculator, x would equal 15 centimeters. And the last thing you need to do is write your final sentence. Therefore, the scale distance to the library is 15 centimeters. Let's try another one. The distance from the Sun to the Earth is 1 AU, and from the Sun to Jupiter is 5.2 AU. The scale distance from the Sun to the Earth is 8 centimeters. What is the scale distance to Jupiter? The first thing you do is you need to write down your two distances. So Sun to the Earth, and then Sun to Jupiter. Sun to the Earth is 1 AU, and the scale distance from the Sun to the Earth is 8 centimeters. Sun to Jupiter is 5.2 AU, and the scale distance is unknown. Now we have our equation based on what the question gave us. Now what we're going to do is we're going to solve for x. So we can cross out the AU's. Then we're going to cross multiply. We're going to multiply 1 by x. 1 times x is just x. And then we're going to multiply 5.2 by 8 centimeters. Once you plug that into your calculator, you will get 41.6. And the units there is centimeters. And now the last thing that you have to do is just write your final sentence. Therefore, the scale distance is 41.6 centimeters. Let's do one more. The scale distance between the Milky Way galaxy and the Andromeda galaxy is 20 centimeters. The actual distance between them is 12.5 million light years. what is the scale distance to the Sombrero Galaxy, which is 29 million light years away? So you're going to first write down your two sets of distances. So the first one is Milky Way to Andromeda. The other one is from the Milky Way to Sombrero. Milky Way to Andromeda is 12.5 million light years. The Sombrero Galaxy is 29.5 million light years. The scale distance between Milky Way and Andromeda is 20 centimeters. And you're trying to figure out what the scale distance is to the Sombrero Galaxy. So that is your unknown. Now we have our equation based on what the question gave us. Our next step is we're going to have to solve for x. We can cross out this million light year part. These are identical. And then now we're going to cross multiply. So we're going to multiply 12.5 by x. So 12.5 times x is 12.5x. And that's equal to 29.5 times 20. So 29.5 multiplied by 20 centimeters. Once you plug that into your calculator, you will get 590 centimeters. Now you want to solve for x. So you need to isolate for x. The way that you can get rid of 12.5 is if you divide by 12.5. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. And then you cross those out. And you'll get x is equal to 590 divided by 12.5. Once you plug that into your calculator, you'll get 47.2 centimeters. And then your last step, you guessed it, is to write your sentence. Therefore, the scale distance is 47.2 centimeters.